Welcome to Sideshow Live, everybody!
Yeah!
We
Sideshow
are live.
Sideshow Live.
We're
Sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna get a chant going. We can do that. Well, I'm your host, Brad Gage. I'm here with Joshy G. We're gonna be doing it up all today, and a very exciting show.
I am super pumped.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Let's get this show
Let's
on the
get it
road.
going. Well, first up, we are going to have Terry Smith in studio live posing a Thanos and a Darkseid Anakin for us all day.
That was my pose.
That's
Sorry.
pretty
It's
good.
terrible. It's terrible. But anyway.
It's just kind of a robot thing.
Yeah, more of a robot than a pose.
And then after that, we have an interview with Oscar Gomez, a local collector. And just, going to check out what he's got going on.
Yeah, I heard he's got a huge collection, so I'm excited to
Yeah.
see that. Not only that, straight off of SummerSlam, straight off of Monday Night Raw, a good friend of mine, WWE ring announcer Mike Rome. He's going to be in studio chatting it up. We're going to hear about all the things he loves, all of his fandoms. I know they're scary movies. I know he loves Batman. I know he loves Batman, and I know he really, really, really loves Batman.
Okay.
So,
and don't forget Batman. Did you
Batman,
say it?
yeah.
Make sure you said Batman.
Big Batman fan.
Very good. And also that we have a very special sneak preview for you guys. A brand new show featuring Terry Smith. Strike a pose. We're going to have the premiere here. We're revealing
This is the red carpet premiere. Yeah, I'm excited.
Where you're wearing the red carpet today.
There you
Good.
go. See?
Okay. And then after that, last but not least, we will have a back-to-school fashion show with some of our backpacks.
Oh,
So-
you guys are in for a treat. I mean,
Loungefly Backpacks. Very excited.
all you modeling agents out there, get ready.
Oh, yeah,
because
this guy.
I'm going to be modeling a bunch of backpacks with other people, but just get the contracts ready because you're going to see some really good posing.
If you've never seen backpack modeling, he does it.
Posing with Terry and posing
And
with
it's-
Joshy G. You guys are in for a treat, so buckle up.
Buckle up, folks. We got so much great stuff for you, and we are moving on right away with our featured collector of the day. Let's check his stuff out here. So our featured collector is Joseph Collier.
Look at Joseph's collection.
Yeah, he's got a lot of Star Wars stuff going
All the
on.
things Star Wars. A couple of
Yes.
Batman stuff in there. We got what is a Ralph McQuarrie Vader mask.
Yes.
I believe I've heard this is the holy grail of AT-ATs.
It's the AT-AT, yes, the all-terrain armored transport, although I don't know if all-terrain meant a wooden shelf. I don't know if that's true.
I see a Batmobile. We got Batman himself. I'm sure Mike Rome's excited about that. I see the Bat Signal, a couple of R2-D2s. I see a lightsaber hiding behind R2.
Oh, yeah. I wonder whose lightsaber that is.
Yeah, and then of course we got Boba Fett chilling there. So that's quite a collection.
Some of my favorites. I love Boba Fett. He's just so cool. Always cool.
I see a little Chewie leg, but that's
And there's
there's a Chewie leg kind of
Hey,
poking out there.
look, we saw a Chewie leg.
There you go. But no, awesome collection, Joseph. You killed it.
And yeah, if you'd like to be one of our featured collectors, then please check out side.show/blog, and you could be one of our featured collectors on the show.
Man, especially if you got a collection like that.
Exactly. And you can have us talk about your collection extensively. Well, all right, stay tuned. We will be right back with Terry Smith in a little bit. Stick around. Welcome back to Sideshow Live. We are here in studio with master poser Terry Smith.
Hey guys.
How we doing?
I'm doing great, Joshy.
Terry, master
Terry,
poser.
yes.
There he
Round of
is.
applause for Terry. Yes, great to
Thanks for
have
having me.
you.
Yeah.
Do you like being called a master poser?
I don't have any feelings about it one way or the other.
Do you feel like
not
that's true?
Yeah, I think it's totally fine. If that's what people want to call me, that's fine. I don't. There are people out there who are better than I am. So maybe there's like different levels of master posing. I don't know.
But are they on this show?
Yeah, on this
no.
show.
So you are the master poser. So just take the title.
Thanks, man.
Should we call you master?
I will accept it in the spirit in which it's given.
I appreciate that.
If you want to call me master, yeah.
I would say captain. You're the captain now, buddy.
Actually, I prefer captain.
There you go. He's the captain now, guys.
Well, Captain, we got these two figures. Have you posed them before? We got Thanos and we got Dark Anakin.
Yeah, I am familiar with both of these guys. We did a How to Be a Poser video for Thanos and also for Darkseid Anakin, I think. And I actually have Anakin on my shelf at home. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you prefer dark side Anakin? I'm guessing most people do.
I
He's got
think
longer hair.
Well, that's what Hot Toys wants to call it, so that's what we'll call it. I just straight up call him Vader because let's face it, once his eyes go dark, he's Vader.
Okay.
So,
He really, I guess so. Now, is he Vader without the voice? So that's the key. James Earl Jones, does that voice make the man?
you know, if you asked Palpatine, he would say yes.
Yeah.
He's Vader without the mask.
All right. Well,
From the moment he dubs him Vader, then he becomes Vader.
we'll have to talk to Palpatine.
But,
Get him on the
I'm
phone.
sure that's something that's debatable. That's going to be hotly debated now. So, yeah. Somebody's probably going to have some opinions on that. Let's hear about it in the comments.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going
comments?
Hit up
crazy
the
right now.
comments. Hit them up, your opinions on that. So we're going to have you in the corner for the rest of the show. You excited about
Terry,
that?
Don't put the captain in the corner. Don't put him in the corner.
Somebody puts Captain in the corner, and I'm going to have to be
Brad's
the
the
person
guy.
to do it,
All right.
okay? But I can't wait to be checking in with you for the rest of the show.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be checking in with Terry for the rest of the show. But next up, we have Jeff May's interview with Oscar Gomez. So check that out right now. We'll see you in a little bit.
Hey everybody, it's me, Jeff May, and I am here with a local featured collector, Oscar Gomez. Oscar is joining us in the studio. Oh, you're clapping for yourself. I love it. Yeah, I like that energy, Oscar. I really do. Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it.
Thank you guys for inviting me. It's really awesome to be here.
I agree. I mean, look around. Like, how could you
It's
not
like
feel?
being in heaven here.
Yeah, as a collector too. This must be pretty rad. Oscar, tell us about yourself. What do you do? Where are you from?
Well, I'm from Colombia.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I came overseas about 5 years ago with my wife and a lot of dreams and expectations to this amazing country. And I work for a video game company. And I do UI graphics, visual design.
So you do video game design, essentially, and graphics.
Yes.
That's awesome. And are there any projects you've worked on that we might be aware of?
I working on Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4.
Oh yeah, we've heard of that.
Yeah.
But you worked for Spider-Man for the PS4. I've heard about that game. That's a
really-
slightly popular game.
Yeah, a really amazing game. Very
How was that to work? How was that to work on?
Oh, it was amazing. A lot of challenges, but we have a really talented and great group in the company that I work for, and it's really amazing to be part of that group and that team.
When you came here 5 years ago from Colombia, were you a collector before you arrived?
Oh,
Like, did
yeah.
you bring your collection with you?
No.
Like, when did you start collecting?
I start collecting when I have 8 years old.
Really?
Yeah, basically I start collecting comics and little figurines, and then that inspired me to moving forward with my career and with my passion.
So you started as a kid. I think where most of us did. You started as a kid with comics and
With
toys.
comics and little figurines.
And then so you brought that passion into your
Into
life.
my life and
in your
into my
career.
professional career.
That's all. And so when you moved here, you brought your collection with you.
I couldn't.
You know.
No, I have everything left behind.
You had to leave everything behind.
Yeah,
And so you've restarted.
and I restarted here.
Have you rebuilt some of the collection that you brought?
I
with you?
rebuilt a few statues and toys that I have before. I had to sell most of them in Colombia, and I have left a lot of boxes in the house of my dad.
So many boxes are still back
Like
there.
probably 40
40 boxes.
of collection
Oh my
over
god.
there. Yeah.
That's a lot. I feel like the shipping would be tough.
Oh, it
to
would be
get to-
super expensive. Yeah.
You're like, how about I just rebuy everything out here?
Yeah, it's better.
So you started collecting at 8 years old. You're a big comic book fan.
Yeah, and love all the comics and others.
And is it now? What world are you a big? I mean, I see you got the Spider-Man shirt. You worked on Spider-Man. Is it safe to assume that you might be a fan of Spider-Man?
I am a big fan of Spider-Man, but my favorite character ever is Superman.
Superman. You're a
Yeah.
big Superman
I am
fan.
a super big fan of Superman.
Oh, that works.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get you on a Superman game next then.
I hope.
That would be a dream.
That would be amazing.
We'll recreate the Nintendo 64 Superman. What do you guys think? Historically, a
But
great
with
game.
Yeah, but with no rings this time.
No, we'll fly through the rings. We'll do the Aquaman one afterwards where you swim through rings. They did
Yeah.
not learn. They did not learn a lesson in the N64 games. So currently now, right now, you are a collector. You are a super collector, by the way. What are you collecting now? Like, what are the things that you have to have in your collection?
Well, I collecting most of the time like comic statues.
So superhero statues
Superhero
generally, yeah.
statues. I collect from DC to Marvel.
So you cover them all?
Like none of them. Like I like all the Justice League DC comics oriented on the Superman
So you like Justice League and Superman.
and Marvel, the X-Men and Avengers. Is the
Okay,
main-
so you like the team books with the great characters in
Right.
it. Well, it's funny because you came into the studio and you were like, "Oh, I got that Thor,"
Yes.
and I was like, "Oh, okay," and you're like, "Oh, that Captain America over there. I love that one over there too." And I was like, "Oh, okay, so he has a very good collection. Your collection better than mine, which is really good. Come on, Sideshow. Let's.
Did you have 4 things?
I have 4 things. I have 4 things. Droids.
Only 4?
All droids. I became the droid guy at Sideshow, and they were like, "Oh, you love droids?" I was like, apparently I do now. So it's awesome though that you have. Now, is there a piece in your collection that you consider your prize piece, like the piece that you really love?
That's a very tough question because I pretty much love all the pieces, but I have to choose only one that will take it with me forever. Probably will be the Doomsday from Sideshow.
The new the Doomsday PF,
Yes.
This guy, the big
Yeah,
one.
the big
Okay.
one.
Well, we've got a surprise for you. We're taking all of your other statues away, and you can only have Doomsday. Wouldn't that be great? No.
Yeah, it will be.
Sort of your Justice Leagues, Superman, and
Batman.
And Batman.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd be the worst person in the world if I did that. So you stick now to the licenses that you really. So you
Yeah.
big 2, right?
So I'm pretty covered.
You're gonna get Wonder Woman in there at some point in time. Get the Trinity.
I hope that it's pretty tough because one of the challenges to collecting is the space.
Yep.
Sometimes,
Did I just create a problem now for you where you're like, oh, I guess I should?
and not
Yeah,
for me,
Wonder-
but probably for my wife.
There you go. I think that would work perfectly. So then she has that ownership of the, and now you're like, great. Now we have no more space. Now I have to ship boxes back to Colombia.
Back to Colombia
and,
or rent a warehouse to put them all together.
And so Superman is your big DC character.
Yeah, the big-
Who's your big Marvel character?
I think Spider-Man.
You love Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it's really awesome character, and also it's awesome to work with it, and work with Marvel is really great.
I think that when I talk to a lot of people out here, we have these kind of like the dream ideas where you loved Spider-Man as a kid, and then you get to sort of create. Does that change how you view the characters, by the way?
Absolutely, because you started with just the basic about the character, but over time you learn more about it and the intentions, and really you learn about the personality and how you can improve the character over time in your interactive piece or in your work.
Well, that's pretty rad. Are there any pieces in your collection that have sort of stood out to you? I want to say this: like you get your Avengers, your X-Men, and your Avengers, and your Justice League, and those 3 groups. Is there anything that you saw or that you've wanted to get that just it stood out so much? It was such a great piece that even though it didn't fit your sort of needs for collecting, that you were just like, I have to have that piece? Or do you stick specifically to those groups?
Absolutely. If there is a piece that I really like and love and fit in my collection, I have to have it.
Yeah.
Because I one of particular things about me is that I like the art and the composition and the expression of the characters. So if there is something I really like and fit in my collection, I have to get it.
And are there any pieces specifically that you can think of that come to mind? Like, is there just like, oh, I have this Harry Potter piece because it just looked so great?
Not Harry Potter, because I am trying to avoid those type of novels of Harry Potter. But I try to strictly collect comics.
Okay, so comic book
Comics,
stuff.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm with you on that one, by the way. Comics. I'm moving right now. I have to get rid of 11 long boxes of comics.
Oh wow.
Does your dad have space in Colombia for my comics?
He has.
Okay,
I
good.
have plenty of space, so I can grab from you.
What's the most rewarding part of collecting for you? Like, is there a part of collecting that you feel is sort of the thing that really sort of completes the process for you?
So for me, it's sharing with your friends, with your family. I have a little kid of 3 years, and
Oh.
for me, it's really important of sharing with him. And he starts to recognize all the characters and superheroes that I like. So he already recognized Superman, Batman,
So
Spider-Man.
you're passing it down.
Yes.
And so now, do you have any sort of older toys that you might have played with
Right.
that you can be like,
Yeah, so I give it to him and I play with him, and I start to start his collection.
I love that. That's so great. So you get to share that down from father to son.
Right, because my father shared it to me.
And then eventually you'll be the one with all of your son's boxes in the garage.
Right.
when he goes to
When he
Colombia
goes
to
to
get a
Colombia
job.
and get a job,
Of course. So now, how do you let your geek side show? Like, how do you let people sort of see and sort of know what you're all about?
Well, this is a good example of that.
Like,
So,
you get good Alex Ross.
yeah, I try to
Spider-Man.
wearing like comic stuff all the time and try to sharing my personality with friends and people who follow me. So I share my collection. I try to get involved with other collectors around the world.
Really?
Talking about our feelings, what we like, what we doesn't like, what we can improve, and just to share our passion and your feelings and emotion to collecting.
That is a super collector, by the way, is somebody who likes to share their passion for that. And I am really grateful to have you on. Oscar Gomez, thank you so much for coming in. I look forward to seeing more from your collection in the future.
Yes, thank you.
All right,
so
thank
much
you
for
all.
inviting me.
Everyone clap for Oscar, everybody. Yeah, I like the clapping. We need to do it more here. I want that. Oscar, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
See you guys later. Thank you so much. Back to you.
Thank you, guys.
Quite the collection there on
man.
Oscar Gomez.
That
Wow.
collection envy doesn't even describe
No.
what I have right now with that guy. That
It
guy's
is
collection was
huge,
amazing.
Huge.
Yeah.
Why we love to see local collectors. We're actually looking to reach out to the LA community, and if you are an LA collector or somewhere in the LA community, email us at social@sideshow.com. We want to meet you. We want to have you on the show. We have different shows. We need some posers, right? We need some. Josh, what are you looking at?
Oh,
Really?
guys, I know there are a bunch of Terry fans out there. He is killing it right now. You guys are going to be in for a treat. Yeah, Terry is killing
It's
it.
true. We got
very
Terry in the corner.
I think I'm done.
Yo, you're already done.
Pulls it away. He is not done. He is not done. Trust me.
Getting started.
And we're not done either. Next up, we got another interview.
Yeah.
Yep, and we're going to be bringing in Mike Rome.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, sorry. What's it?
Mike, look.
How-
He is a WWE ring announcer. I will give him
I
the
said it
proper
wrong.
introduction.
Okay,
sorry. From Orlando, Florida, star of Monday Night Raw, coming up next, Mike Rome.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
That's how you announce it. Well, here's an interview with Mike Rome.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Wendy Lee, and joining me in studio today is WWE host and announcer Mike Rome. Hi Mike, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. Whoa, that's so crazy.
Confetti, imaginary confetti. Pew, pew, pew.
I was promised confetti. This is.
Pew, pew. And next time I'll bring some little like popper.
We can put that in after.
They're asking
There you go,
shall
see?
we see?
Yes.
Yes.
Something like digital confetti effects. I love it.
That's amazing. So you've been a part of the WWE for 4 years.
Yeah, almost 4 years.
So wow. It's a long time, huh? You're
It's
so
like
old.
heavy when you say it like that. I know. You make me feel
Old timer. You've been a geek for much longer.
Yes, since I was a kid.
Since you were a kid.
My dad like ushered me into the world of geekdom. He used to take me to the comic shop like every couple days, like when we'd go to New Comic Day and like Free
What?
Comic Day, and like we were just always there. And he passed on, like he was a huge Punisher guy, so like he had this, like he had every comic that Punisher ever released, all the
Amazing.
like individual stories, all that. And he's like, one day, son, this will be yours. I was like,
Everything the light touches
is your
yours.
kingdom. Yeah, so like I started with that and then just kind of went from there and then, you know, found my own stuff like Silver Surfer and then got into Batman and Detective Comics and, you know, once you get to Detective Comics,
It's just a
done.
rabbit hole.
Yeah.
You've gone down it and you're not coming back
I've been in
out.
that rabbit hole for so long.
That's
there's no,
amazing.
I don't even know where the light is anymore.
You don't want to go into the light. It's okay. You don't need to. So you have, by the way, the coolest dad ever introduced you into comics like the Punisher. Do you have like a favorite in your geekdom / fandom?
Comic book wise,
Any. It could be movies. It could be comics. There are no rules.
I think I have to go with Batman. Like Batman's my dude.
Yeah.
I gotta go with the Batman. Detective Comics was just one. I remember my dad was like super. It's funny because he's like, yeah, read Punisher, but then he's like weird about Detective Comics. Like, no, it's cool. All these people are getting, you know, shut up and stuff, but Detective Comics is a little risky.
Yeah.
But I always thought it was really cool how, you know, he used his detective skills to like find stuff. He didn't have superpowers, but he was such a badass. Like he was
Right?
you wanted to be Bruce Wayne, but you also wanted to be Batman. You wanted to be on both sides of
Yes.
it.
You want to have the money and then you want to have like a cool Batcave.
the money
all
and the
toys.
power
Yeah.
and the power. So he's just, I mean, Batman was such a badass to me,
Yeah.
and I just, you know, I always dug into those comics. So that was like always my go-to. As far in every version of it, I've loved. I mean, I love Batman Beyond too. That's like my favorite
All
dude
right.
now. But Batman is hands down my favorite.
Hands down the
Yeah.
favorite, OG.
Favorite.
So I see that you have some tattoos on your arms. I see the Batman. I see the Losers Club.
Yes.
So how else do you celebrate your geekdom?
I'm actually. It's funny. This whole arm pretty soon. I think in November is going to be it's going to be a comic book sleeve actually. And I'm designing it out right now. It's going to have just the most random stuff in there. So there's going to be some like Marvel stuff, some DC stuff. Beetlejuice is going to be in there. There's some classic monsters like. All the like, there's gonna be some Power Ranger stuff. Like it's going to be the biggest cluster of a tattoo ever.
It's gonna be the best tattoo ever. You're gonna have to come
People are gonna be
back.
like, "What is wrong with you?"
No, I hope not. Well, if they're saying that, don't be friends with them.
Besides that, I actually I've been collecting just random stuff for so long between conventions and just buying stuff online and spending just too much money.
I agree.
So I have an office just stacked with statues and the things that I've been collecting, and it's like my sanctum sanctorum. It's like my place of like peace. It's like my favorite place to go into. So whenever things are crazy, like I'm on the road, I go home, I like go into my office, and I'm like,
Sanctuary.
this is where I am.
Your
Yeah, it's great.
state.
It's my favorite.
I love it. When did you start collecting?
Technically when I was a little kid, but no lie, my first actual like statue piece was a Sideshow Collectible X23. It was like
Yes.
yay big, and I had this like X statue, and I was a huge X23 person because I love Wolverine,
Yeah.
but like I don't know, there's something about having a more vicious female version of him that was just like, yeah.
What pose is
this
she
is
in?
awesome. She's kind of like
her little-
this, yeah. She's just standing like a badass. Like she's not really doing anything, but
She
you know
doesn't
you don't
need
want to
to.
mess with her.
Yeah.
You look at her, you're like, all right, I'm gonna mess with her.
Like I wouldn't
But that
want to
was,
get
like-
in a cafe with that one.
That was the first piece, and then that was like the Band-Aid just kind of got ripped off, and then I was just I'm like collecting.
and then
stuff
it's like
here
comics,
and,
and
there,
you're down the rabbit hole again, but with this
figures and like this stuff, and now you know the room is. I need another room.
Well, currently, do you have a favorite piece?
I do. It's actually this. I just picked it up recently. It's a White Ranger bust. I don't know. It's like this big. It's like per scale, but it's full on, man. It's my favorite piece. It's sitting like right in the middle of my office. It's like, oh.
You just build around it.
I did actually. I moved everything.
Aesthetically.
I was like, oh, my room's. This is exactly. Nope. Got to make room. That thing came in. I remember the box came, and I was like, I love you.
It's incredible.
It was so
Little
good.
Single tear.
My girlfriend's like, why are you hugging that statue? I'm like, shh, I need a moment. It's so good. I actually just, I was just down in Miami. Jason David Frank, the guy who played, I was telling him about it. I was like, yeah, it's my go-to piece. And then he's like, I hadn't seen it yet. And then I guess somebody brought one to the convention I just went down to and like had him sign it.
Amazing.
He's like, dude,
He's
it is
the
awesome. It's
nicest
so
guy.
cool. He is super nice.
Super nice guy. So are you more like Green Ranger or are you more like aesthetic of the White Ranger?
Ooh, Green Ranger.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, you gotta go the
The
OG.
dinosaur.
Yeah, and he beat everybody's ass.
Yeah.
Like, that was like the most shocking thing ever. Like, he jumps in the Megazord, takes everybody out.
Yep.
You're like,
okay.
this dude's awesome.
Tommy's
New
the
kid in
best.
town.
Yeah.
No friends. Beating everybody up. I like him.
Yeah.
I always lean towards the characters, though, that have like that, I don't know, that like almost like dark side.
Because of how he started, when he was
Yeah.
like under Rita's spell and all of that, so it's kind of like he infiltrated the Power Rangers. You know what I mean? You hated him, but then you loved him because Kimberly
oh,
loved
he's
him.
so good.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah, he was my favorite. Like, I remember the first time I saw him, and I'm like, this dude is the man.
Yeah, he still is. I still
He is
haven't
still
found
a
like a
man.
Power Ranger that's
No,
like,
and he
you know, a
came back.
favorite.
He was the only one to come back and actually get another Ranger series.
Wait, what?
He came back in Dino Thunder
I have not
as the
watched
Black
it.
Ranger. Now you got to watch it.
Yeah.
They did this whole like thing where he was like Dr. Tommy Oliver and like did this, and then he gets his thing.
Interesting.
But he disappears halfway through the episode, and they do this whole like span of how he's the OG Ranger, and he's been more like, you're just like, wow, he really is a badass.
If they were to make a sequel to the Power Ranger movie that we got, I think a couple of years ago, would you want to see a new person playing Tommy, or would you want Jason to come back? Because
no,
he kind of did a slight cameo in that one. Him and Kimberly did.
yeah, I think so. I don't know. This is something I always like battle with people. Like, I had my time frame. Like, we had our time frame growing up to see our fandoms be what they were. But like now it's a different time. It's, you know, newer people are being introduced to it. So like, I don't think it should be the original people. I love having them a part of it, but I think it should be somebody new, and it should be a different take on it, because I mean, it's a different time
It
now.
is a
Like,
different
people
time.
hold on to things and are like, it's not the way I remember it. And it's like, yeah, but you had that.
I
Like,
fall victim
that was
to that
yours.
sometimes. Yeah, a
I
little
do,
bit.
I do in some
a little
things.
Bit, yeah.
Some things, but most of the time I'm like, no, let's bring it on. Let's
Why
see what
not?
you got.
New generation. Because you know what? If it doesn't work for you, you still have the original you can fall back to, right?
Yeah, I think it would be awesome if it was a woman too. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
I think whatever they come up with, as long as they put some thought behind it, and whoever's directing it or behind it just has a passion for it,
Yeah.
I'm all in.
And we want to thank Wendy Lee for that interview with Mike Rome. That was pretty great.
Yeah, man,
right?
that guy's collection is unreal as well.
Super insane. And also, if you want to see the rest of that interview, go to side.show/Mike Rome, so you can see the full interview, but do that after you watch this whole show, because we got a lot more going on today on Sideshow Live, especially what's going on with this guy over here. Right?
Yeah, I don't want to do all you Terry maniacs out there. I don't want you to be concerned, but Thanos, he was done like that, and yes, snap intended.
Oh, the snap was intended.
Snap
Okay,
was intended.
good.
Now, looks like he's having a little trouble with Anakin, or he's putting together the coolest Anakin pose. I don't know
I'm
yet.
just really pushing the figure to the extreme here. I'm doing some stuff with this guy that I've never actually tried before, and I actually didn't even know if the figure was capable of doing it. I thought that the costume might interfere, but I'm getting pretty confident.
So this is a debut pose, is what you're
This is
saying.
a debut pose. I've never tried this before.
Uh-oh.
We're doing a bunch of debuts
Doing a
today.
lot. You typically got to do something like this in the privacy of my own den.
I got a bad feeling about
I
it.
never called it a den before just now, but now it's going to be called a den.
Yeah, no, that's where he should go. Is it a den?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Well, all right, Den. We are good.
Yes.
Yes,
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
I went there. Well, it looks good from this end so far. We are going to be talking to Terry in a little bit. After this video break, we will show you the world premiere of Terry's new show, Strike a Pose. So stick around for that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Welcome back. So right now, I don't know if you're ready for this, Josh.
Like I said, start of the show. My seatbelt is fastened.
You feel safe.
I'm ready to go.
Okay, well, this is a very big deal because we have a very special premiere just for you guys, this audience. We're premiering the show before it even is going to go online, and that is Strike a Pose with Terry Smith. Terry, how's it going over there?
Hey guys, I'm actually feeling pretty good about this one. Yeah, it's I've not yet gone this actiony with this guy before, and I think I'm pretty happy with what I'm doing here.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's in his mind right now? What is he attacking?
Must kill Obi-Wan. yeah.
This is like the final battle
You turned
kind of
her
thing?
against me. Yeah, I mean, this figure comes with this fantastic base of the droid that he leaped upon over the molten pits of Mustafar. And there was way more geek in that statement than I ever thought I would.
We're proud of you,
Yeah,
though.
thanks, man.
Very
Thanks,
proud of
yeah.
you.
Thanks for approval. Welcome. But yeah, I'm pretty thrilled with how it looks. I'm gonna tweak it a little bit more before the end of the show. It's not quite where I want it to be, but this is a good starting point. Thanos is pretty much done. I think I might want to tweak him a little bit more. Anybody who's ever heard me talk knows that I kind of prefer to. I'll hit a pose, think it's done, and then for the next few weeks I tweak it, even more. So here's Thanos.
Love it.
And for Thanos, I just wanted that triumphant moment. I think the Thanos figure looks best when it's stoic and just has presence and bearing and a really awesome menacing posture. I don't think that doing really heavy action poses does a lot of favors. I think that this figure needs to be in the center of a display, a centerpiece for the display, and the pose should reflect that. So.
Yeah, he doesn't need to do much.
No, he doesn't. He's Thanos. You saw what he did at the end of the game. What are you gonna do? Wait. Yeah, that's it. That's what he is.
He holds space. Well, this is the type of thing you're doing on your show, right? You're doing a lot of posing.
Well, I'm not doing it.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, the show is about I get to kick back and watch other people pose. It's a game show. There are 3 contestants. Each of them is presented with the same figure, and they have a time limit set for them, a predetermined time limit in which they have to strike the best pose that they can, and the winner walks away with the figure. So.
And you judge the winners, or how does that work?
Each contestant is judged on a scale of 1 to 10 in 3 categories: composition, character, and what's the third one? Creativity.
Are there 3 hosts? Is this very American Idol-esque? Are you the Simon Cowell? Are you the one that's like?
I'm usually out of the studio when the creativity guy is doing his thing.
Okay,
so
all right.
Apologies for that. Yeah, but yeah, and then. Obviously it's an unbiased thing. I usually don't know most of these people, and I just give a score, and whoever has the best score wins.
That's super cool. Can we sign up? Because I'm in.
Dude, yeah, man. If anybody who's interested in signing up for something like that, please feel free to do so.
I'm very competitive.
Yeah.
So just be ready.
Yeah, because we love it when people are throwing shade. That makes it even better. It's just it's a lot of fun. It makes it more fun.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the host
Everybody
competition.
who's listening, sign these guys.
Maybe we get all the hosts together and we post.
There you go.
All right.
Well, all right. Let's check out our sneak peek.
A host off.
What's up?
A host off.
A host
host
off.
off.
That's it. A host off.
Well, we figured that out, and we figured that you would want to see a little bit of the show. So here is our premiere of Strike a Pose.
Hey everyone, welcome to Strike a Pose, a new web series by Sideshow where we pit 3 contestants against each other in a 6-scale posing competition as they fight to win the figure they're posing. Each contestant will be given 10 minutes to pose the same figure as best they can. The posers will be given a rating from 1 to 10 on 3 categories: creativity, character, and composition. The pose with the highest score wins. All right, let's meet today's contestants. On my left, we have Chris. Right there in the middle is Eric. And to my right, Nathan. All right, time to reveal the figure. Are we ready? Oh yeah, it's Sideshow's 6-scale Deadpool figure. I'm actually really jealous that one of you is going to get to take this home. I don't have this figure. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Hey, Chris.
What's up?
Not much, man. What's up with you? This is interesting. This is
yeah.
interesting. Awesome, man. That looks good. Okay, very cool. What's up, Eric?
There you go, man.
Good, man. And no pressure, no pressure.
No pressure at all.
And you've got a full arsenal laid out there, don't you?
Yep.
Cool, cool. How about you, Nathan?
Just, getting the foundation, starting to conceptualize.
What are you thinking here?
You got two different personalities on the head. Either the kind of cheeky, funny expression, or just the aggressive, I'm gonna murder you expression. So you pick that head, you start there.
Yeah, so many options.
So I'm gonna go serious.
Awesome.
Deadpool.
Awesome, cool. All right, everybody, stop. I'm gonna throw you a little bit of a curveball here with this, okay?
Hey yo.
All right, everybody, stop. Hands off the figures. This is the challenge segment of the posing session. We're gonna throw you a little bit of a curveball here with this, okay? If you're using swords in any of your poses, we need you to switch that sword out for a gun, and vice versa. If you're using a gun, we need you to switch that gun out for a sword. Okay? Everybody ready? Hands back on the figures and begin. 5 minutes left.
Oh, figure down.
Okay, guys, we have 1 minute left. You finalize and wrap everything up. Just put the finishing touches on it. All right, 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
It's looking good.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Hands up. All right. Chris, wow, what have you done? I'm not gonna pull any punches here. This is almost perfect. I really love what you've done with this guy. In the creativity category, seriously, the way that you've implemented the speech balloon by sliding the pen down into his leg like that, right into his boot. I'm gonna turn that towards the camera and see if everybody can just see what he did there. That looks spectacular. I think that the only thing that I would mention here is how maybe you could have just made his leg just fall a little bit more natural. The way that it's pointing up like that, that's not the way that a human leg would be laying if he's laying on his side like that. You just want to rotate the leg a bit to the side, bring the foot around, and just have it flat on the ground. And maybe even give it a little bit of a bend too. It doesn't necessarily need to be straight out. Apart from that, man, job well done.
Thank you. Thank you, Terry.
Hey Eric, how you doing, man?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good, good. Talk to me a little bit about what you were going for.
So first, I was going for a Deadpool pose with his pistols, kind of like smelling, the smoke from
the gun smoke.
Yeah, the gun smoke, right?
Barrel, yeah.
But then y'all threw a curveball at me, and I was like, damn, what would he do now? He's like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna grab my knife, stab myself. I got no more ideas. Leave your thumbs down, So.
Seriously, so you basically gave your reaction to the whole switching.
Exactly. I was like, nope.
This is like the purest sense of breaking the fourth wall. You couldn't have done that any better if you tried. Which wow, that just you just reacted that way, and I love that. I love that. I never would have picked that up if you hadn't explained it to me. But I like what you did.
Thanks,
man. Nathan,
how's it going?
Good to see you again, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, and looking good here. You shared with me earlier on that this is actually your first attempt at posing a 6-scale figure.
First time ever. I'm a statue
Wow.
guy typically myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like to let other people do the posing for you.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I think it shows.
Yeah. Not judging at all. Billy, I swear. Okay, so talk to me a little bit, man. Tell me the story of how this came to be.
Well, it started out, we had that conversation about doing the mean Fish's Deadpool, holding the big gun, and again, you guys threw that curveball, so I thought maybe like a flying kung fu kick, he's chopping your head off. and giving you, the okay sign all in one.
All right, putting a little bit of action in the
Yeah,
action figure.
yeah.
Right? Okay. I'm seeing that you really pushed the boundaries of your experience. You brought up the degree of difficulty for yourself after the challenge round. We made it hard for you, and then you went ahead and made it harder. And that's commendable. What you've done here is you've tried to get a little bit of balance, free floating, flying action to the character, and that's really hard to do in the best of circumstances, even for somebody like me, and I've posed hundreds of these things. When you're doing the flying kick, you really want to get that leg up and kind of rotate that foot in even more. Also, just kind of rotate the torso towards into the direction of the kick. When you do that, I think that might actually just give you a little bit better balance. There.
Gorgeous.
Got it. Okay. That worked out. All right, scores have been tallied, the results are in. You guys ready to hear who the winner is? All right, scores have been tallied, the results are in. Now remember, I based these scores off of 3 separate categories: knowledge of the character, creativity, and composition. You guys ready to hear who the winner is?
Yeah.
With 27.5 points, Chris Spearman. Congratulations, Chris.
Thank you.
Nice work, man. Love what you did. All right, thanks for watching the premiere episode of Strike a Pose. Feel free to let us know who you thought won the competition in the comment section below. Stay tuned and we'll see you next time.
So there you have it, everybody. Strike a pose. Chris is triumphant.
The victor.
The victor. That's
Yeah.
right.
Champ.
The original champion.
The original
Yeah.
champion. Congrats on the show, Terry. That's a great show.
Thanks, man. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. Now we've made a little bit of changes in the point grading system right now. It's a little bit tougher than it was then. You can see that that's pretty much close to the maximum score what Chris got there.
Yeah.
That score is going to be a little bit harder to achieve going forward now.
Okay, all right, I like that.
You gave him some tips, it seemed like, Josh?
Yeah. I'm
did you
Chris's.
train these
I'm
people?
Chris's posing champion,
Yeah.
or coach. I don't know if you know that, but yeah, I'm a master poser.
You
if
need to
want.
promote that stuff. Bro.
I guess I have to.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
All you posers out there, if you need some posing skills before you hop on the show, I got you.
I'm just the captain.
Yeah.
He's the general.
What am I? Private?
Specialist.
Okay, thank you.
Specialist. Yeah.
Specialist. Well, congrats on the show. That's going to start airing at 11 a.m. on Thursdays, and the pilot episode you just saw will be premiering on October 31st. So check that out. Be sure to tune in. Got a lot of exciting guests, a lot of good posers. You doing okay? You looking at this?
I'm a little nervous.
Am I leaning on the
Yeah,
desk
I'm like
too
the
much?
desk.
Yeah.
We're all like,
Worried.
This Anakin here's a little precariously balanced, so yeah.
But you took some chances. You said you were
Yeah.
taking some chances on that pose, and I think it paid off. That's an awesome pose.
I don't get a chance to do this very often, so I didn't want to let anybody down out there. So I really wanted to attack this thing full force, bring everything to bear, and defy gravity as much as I could. And yeah, I'm actually surprised by what I was able to pull off with it. It's
On your points score, is that a 10-10-10?
I refuse to answer that question.
Okay, well I'm giving it a 10-10-10. So,
Oh, 10-10?
yeah, that was really cool.
Take that, challenger. Yeah, that's Chris.
Yeah. And Thanos
Yes.
too, very stoic, like you said before.
I just feel like he needs to be all about presence. That's what he does, man. He just hangs out. He doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't have to be all actiony. Although when he does come unchained, I mean, it's impressive,
Yeah.
definitely. But for me, especially as he's represented in that film, I think it's best to just have him hang back.
And what do you see him doing? Like when you're about to pose somebody, like do you picture them in their scene? Like
Yeah.
what do you see him doing in the scene right now?
This is that moment where he's got all the Infinity Stones. All right, this is it. This is the moment, and I'm ready to go off. This is destiny fulfilled, as he says in the film.
He's just showing off a little bit.
I don't want to go so far as to say showing off, not even gloating, but triumphant.
There you go.
Triumphant.
He's triumphant. Yeah.
I'd say he pulled it off. I love this.
Thanks, dude.
And congrats again on the show. All right, so coming up next, though, both of you we will be employing now no longer as posers, but as backpack models.
Another debut.
Okay, our fashion show is up next, so stick around after this video break, and we'll be showing off some of our new backpacks.
Can't wait.
Welcome back. Now we know it's the end of summer. Okay, that means school is starting again. So It's backpack season, guys. Whether you're going back to school, or maybe you've been working the whole summer and just need some place to put your stuff, or maybe you're a teacher headed back to school, Loungefly has some brand new backpacks that we are going to be showing off to you in our very first, and I can say this, the very first time here on Sideshow Live, we are having a fashion show! Yes! And we have some beautiful models to put on the fashion show, so I'll be calling them out as we go along. But these are incredible products from Loungefly, different types of patterns, some feature applique details, adjustable straps going on with these. So they're definitely something you're gonna wanna take to school or work or play or whatever you're gonna be doing. But first up, we're gonna welcome back my co-host, Joshy G, wearing our first backpack of the day from Stranger Things. Yes, clap them up. Now this Stranger Things backpack, it has Mike, 11, Lucas, and Dustin in the woods. They're on the top in Hawkins. And underneath, of course, in the upside down, that's a very sad looking Will.
And a little Easter egg for you guys. I have to take it off to show you guys. Poor Barb.
Oh.
There she is.
R.I.P. Barb.
Poor Barb. Justice for Barb, everyone.
Justice for Barb. See, these are the type of details you get with the Loungefly backpacks. Love it. Thank you for showing that off to us.
All right,
Joshy
love
G,
school.
everybody. We'll see him a little bit later. All right, next up we have Andrew coming out here with, what do we got here? The Dumbo backpack. Classic Dumbo, the animated version of Dumbo. Now, it may be heavy on the nostalgia, but you're going to feel real light with the wings and the ears flapping in the breeze. Thank you, Andrew. That looks beautiful. Love it. Work it is right. That'll get in your head. Next up, we got our friend, Terry Smith. Come on out here, Terry. Love this backpack. What do we got right here? Oh, it's from Overwatch. He's showing off Mercy in his mini backpack from Overwatch. This is based on her Valkyrie suit from the game. So we got some more wings here. We got some more wings. I've heard of Red Bull giving you wings, but I don't know about Overwatch backpacks. How are you feeling right now, Terry? Is this your first time modeling?
It is my first time modeling.
Okay.
Does it show?
No, not at all. You're working it. I got to say, you're working it. Okay, thank you for working it with that Overwatch backpack. Okay, next up, we got Andy here with the Little Mermaid. Do you like the Little Mermaid, Andy?
Yeah, I'm all the way from under the sea, so.
You're coming from under the sea.
I'm
Okay.
from under the sea with this backpack.
Yeah, probably not a good idea to be going swimming with this backpack on. It's faux leather, but it's a lovely backpack. It's featuring Ariel there, kind of a floral pattern. She kind of blends in there. And I love this one as a redhead because we got to stick together. Me and Ariel, we're very tight. We're very, very tight. So it looks good on you. It doesn't look too tight. It's very adjustable straps right there.
Very adjustable. We loosened up a little bit. It feels great.
Great, feels good. All right, Andy. Give it up for Andy, everybody. What a model. Woo! What a model. All right, so next up, Joshy G's back wearing that Toy Story chibi backpack. You guys see Toy Story 4? Yeah. Forky ain't getting out of this one, that's for sure. You're putting Forky in there, zipping him up, and feeling pretty good about it. How are you feeling, Josh?
I mean, I'm probably going to need some help getting this backpack off because I have big shoulders and it is a tiny backpack, but I'm sure people are going to love it.
You got some toys you can fit in there, you think?
I mean, as soon as the show's over, I'm putting all this stuff in my backpack, so.
Watch this guy. Watch him out, security. Watch out. There's Joshy G with the Toy Story backpack. Love that. All right, next up, Andrew. To keep with the Toy Story theme, we're going to infinity and beyond with Andrew. Of course, Buzz Lightyear. And it's just literally a backpack of his back. So that works out. Well, I guess that's his front, but his back is in the back too. So yeah, you can fly around, you can jet around, defeat Emperor Zurg with that. How do you feel about that backpack,
Oh,
Andrew?
I love it. I'm scoping out all the Court of the Dead that I'm going to put in this
Everybody's
backpack.
going to steal some stuff. No, that's
just
not
a
the
little
point
bit.
of this. Isn't to steal stuff. It's to show off the backpacks. But you can't fit a lot in that.
It's a good size
good size backpack. Even though it's mini, it feels good. All right, love that. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.
All right, coming back up, Terry with Buzz's best pal, Woody. There he is. Howdy, partner. Now, I've heard I got a snake in my boot. How about I got a snake in my backpack?
Snake in my backpack.
There we go. So we got Woody there with, it's not real cowhide. Again, that is faux leather on these backpacks. But some beautiful applique there.
Are these vegan?
I think they are vegan, actually. They're vegan backpacks. And so are the zippers. And yeah, how do you feel? This is your second time modeling a backpack.
Much roomier.
Second time,
I think
much
this one suits
roomier.
me more. Yeah.
Okay, you figured it out.
Be a cowboy.
So are you going to shift from the posing to the posing?
Not anytime soon.
No? One pose for the other? No? Can you do a
I
quick
think we're all in agreement. Yeah.
pose yourself real quick? Pose yourself with the backpack. Ooh. Wow,
Picture the
yes.
hat.
Picture the hat. He's got the gun. Wow, I felt that you put me there, Terry. Thank you so much. That's what a role model does. Give it up for Terry. Love it. We got Andy with our last backpack of the day. Kingdom Hearts. Absolutely. Love this one. It's featuring some adjustable shoulder straps, that is. You can call them slap. You can slap them if you want. But they are Kingdom Hearts. Very good. Love that game, featuring all the characters you know and love. And what are you going to put in your backpack, Andy? I didn't get to ask you.
Where am I going to put my backpack?
Yeah.
On my back.
You're just going to, or no, what are you going to put in it?
In it. You know, I'm starting school in 2 weeks. I'll put all my books.
But look
There
at
you
that.
go.
Well, what do you think of that? Putting books in a book bag.
Who would have thought that?
Who would have thought? I wouldn't have. Incredible. Well, thank you, Andy. Give it up for Andy. Our lovely models. All right, so when we are coming back, we will be announcing the winner of our PS4 Spider-Man game. So stick around for that, and we'll be right back. Well, everybody, our PS4 Spider-Man contest concluded last night, and we found our lucky winner, Marcelo Bertinelli of Kissimmee, Florida. Woo! Marcelo, congratulations on winning that game. So, we're wrapping up the show here, folks. I want to thank everybody involved. First off, I want to thank my co-host, Josh. What's going on, Josh?
Look, this backpack is obviously tiny, and I have big shoulders. Sorry, Joe, that I'm not cool breeze like some of these other guys, but I can't even get this off now. So I'll take my 7.6 and apparently this backpack and go home. So
Arms are just too big.
apparently.
I get it.
Well, and I have a cool Toy Story backpack now that's
It
going
is
to
a
live
cool-
with me for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's a good trick. Yeah. Oh, you can't get it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
No, but seriously, will you help me out after?
I'm going to help you out after, absolutely. Yes. Well, thank you, Joshy G, everybody, my co-host for the day. I'm Brad Gage. I also want to thank Terry Smith for posing and posing. Also, Oscar Gomez, Mike Rome, and the Andys, our other lovely posers with the backpacks. All right, so you've been an awesome audience. Thanks again. Be sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications because that's important. You want to know when the show's going live. And that's it for the show. Thanks so much for being here. And don't forget, everybody, to let your geek side show. We'll see you next time on Sideshow Live.